Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a bit of a Glossier skincare review. So I'm just going to be reviewing the brand as a whole based off their skincare products. So I have spoken about in the past their makeup products. I have used it in videos before, but obviously I don't really do my skincare routine or talk about it that much really on my channel. So what I thought I would do is just give you a review of what I feel like as a whole about Glossier's skincare. There are mostly hits, but there's a couple of thoughts that I do have that I want to share about the brand as a whole based off their skincare. So if you're interested in seeing this video, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I just want to start this off by saying that yes, I do live in Australia. No, they do not ship here, and yes, I do have a hookup. And I'm really sorry if you don't. But yeah, there are ways that you can get Glossier shipped to you if you aren't in the UK, Canada or America. So there are online shipping, reversal kind of things. I don't even know how to say it. They buy the product for you, they package it up and then ship it out. So it's kind of like a third party. I don't know how legit it is. Actually, I know Australia Post do something like actually have a service where they do this, so that is legit. However, it's very expensive. So if you are looking into doing something like that, I would highly suggest you maybe buying a lot, just so you are getting your money's worth. Because I mean, Glossier isn't the most expensive brand. I think they are pretty reasonably priced for the quality of their products. So I mean, if I didn't have people that were able to get me the products to Australia, then I might do it. I don't know, because if you haven't bought any of their products, you don't really know what you're missing out on, and you're kind of just like, like, I can wait. But now that I've tried their products, if there was no way for me to get them outside of using those services, I probably would, just because the products that I love, I absolutely love. And I think it's totally worth the hype. And I just want to start it off by saying that. But let's get into the specific products that I have and what I think about them. So I've got 6 of their skincare products. I've got a few of their makeup products as well. I'm not going to be talking about that today. It's purely just about their skincare. So let's start off with their lip balms. So I've been using these for a little while now, a couple of months. So I've got the birthday balm and the rose balm. It was really hard for me to choose what flavors of these that I wanted, because they all sound amazing. The only one that I probably didn't gravitate towards them was cherry, just because I don't really like cherries. I don't like cherry flavored things. There's just something about it I just can't stand. It's a little bit chemically for me. I don't know, it's just something about it that I don't like. Anyway, the birthday one tastes like literally like birthday cake. I could literally lick it off my lips. It is incredible. It does have a slight, does have little glitters in it. So if you do want to chuck this on and leave the house, it does have a little bit of glitter in it. So it's not just like putting on a lip balm. It is really cute. It smells amazing. It's really good for moisturizing, obviously. It's got really good ingredients in it. And the rose one is also gorgeous. However, I know a lot of people don't like rose or rose scents or like florals and things like that. If that's the case, then obviously give this one a miss. They've got a bunch of other ones like coconut, mint, cherry. I think they've got the regular balm. So there are so many to choose from. There'd be at least one for every kind of person. However, I would say that what I think is the rose and the birthday are really different. So I don't think that when you're buying the different flavors of these, I don't think you're going to be getting the same product just with a different scent, because I do think that they serve a different purpose. The rose one I find to be a little more nourishing than the birthday one, to be honest. I find the scent is not overwhelming. I do like a rose and floral scents, however, so I'm not here complaining about it. But I find this is really good to use before doing my makeup, and I find that the birthday one is really good to use at night time, before I'm going to go to bed, because I find that it is more long lasting than the rose one. However, the rose one does give more of a quick, nourished lip feel. I don't know if I explained that very well, but overall I love the balms. So recently I spoke about my favourite lip balm being the Frank lip balm, and I still love that one. However, these are slowly creeping up behind it and taking their place, because they're just incredible, and they're really well priced. I think they're about $12 US, something like that. So So I think they're really good. Let's talk about the Milky Jelly Cleanser. So I've got mixed feelings about this. I have been using it only for about a week now, so I really wanted to get through a full bottle before I can firmly say whether I like or dislike this. However, I am kind of in the middle at the moment. The biggest problem I have with this is that I find the scent is super strong. I'm not really someone that using cleansers on my face, moisturizers, anything really on my face, my skin. I don't really like fragrance things or strongly fragrance things. I have read through the ingredients list, however, and I don't think that any of the fragrances in this is synthetic. I don't think there's any synthetic fragrance in it. The biggest scent that I get from it though is rose, and it's funny because I love the rose balm and I do love rose scents. However, this is just, it can be really overwhelming, and I'm sure if anyone's sensitive to that kind of smell, it can easily give them a headache. It's just really strong, and it kind of does throw me off. And it is, I'd say it's more of a jelly cleanser. I wouldn't say it's a milky at all. When you put it onto your hand, I'm just going to put a little bit just so you can see what I mean. It's really thick. It's like a straight up jelly. I don't know where they're getting milky from. It's straight jelly. So it's not wrong, but like I'm just not getting the milky. Like the other cleanser that I use is a milk cleanser. That's the Mario Badescu one, and that's like a straight milky cleanser. It leaves my skin feeling so smooth. However, this one I feel is, I'd say it's more on the soapy side, which I don't really like, and I was hoping wasn't the case, and I was hoping I'd find a really good cleanser in this. I don't hate it. I find it does remove my makeup really well. However, I'm a little bit worried that it might react to my skin badly. As I said, I've only used it for about a week now, and my skin's been a little bit up and down, so I don't know if this is what has caused it, because I have tried a couple of new things. But overall, I'm still on the fence about this. I find if you do have super sensitive skin, probably don't use this, especially if strong fragrances aren't your favorite, just because that's the main thing that's putting me off this at the moment. So yeah. Okay, so next up I'm going to talk about the priming moisturizer. So this is also, I got only a week ago, and I've been using it. I've used it every single day since I've got it. It is amazing. So amazing. Like if you watched my Instagram story about a week ago, I did do a little like first impressions on my Instagram story about it, and it is unlike any primer or any moisturizer that I've ever tried. So when you put it on your skin, it does feel a little bit greasy, which I would say may be a concern for people with oily skin, but I do think, and from what I've read and seen, Glossier's whole thing is like dewy skin, natural oil kind of thing. So none of the products they really bring out is oil controlling, unfortunately, which I mean is awesome for me. But yeah, when I put this on my skin, I wouldn't say it leaves my skin tacky. It is a little bit greasy, but just like enough so that I know my skin feels really hydrated. A little goes a really long way with this, so I find I don't really need to use a lot to get a lot of hydration, or all the hydration that I want. I find even with the richest moisturizers, a lot of the time I do need to use quite a bit to get a lasting amount of moisture, so I know it's not going to fade away in a couple of minutes. Like I can find, I'll put this on before I do my brows, before I even start my makeup, like half an hour later, and I can still go and put foundation straight on it and my skin will still be really hydrated. So overall, this is probably one of my favorite Glossier products that I've tried out of everything, including the makeup products, and I can see myself using this pretty much every day, like ever. It's really creeping up on every single other primer that I've ever tried that I've liked, just because it does do the job of a moisturizer and a primer, and I find it does keep my makeup on all day without fail. So this is a total hit for me. If you are a dry skin girl and you're able to get your hands on this, totally recommend it. Okay, so now we're going to go to the other side and talk about the rich moisturizer, the rich priming moisturizer. So it's like, I think it's like the sister to this one. So this is just like the normal priming moisturizer, and this is the rich one. So I think this is like what you'd use at night time. It definitely, I think, is a little bit too much to use underneath makeup. It probably doesn't sink into the skin just as much as the other one for makeup to go on top of, but I have been using it as a night cream, so, and putting it on right after I get out of the shower and I've cleansed my face, and it is beautiful. It is incredible, and it is super rich. So like, look at the color. Like, I have used it every day for the last week, couple of times, and I've barely dug into it. Like, it is incredible. It's super thick, so you do not need much at all. This one doesn't really have much of a scent to it. Neither does this one. See, that's the thing that I found really weird about the cleanser, is it has a super strong scent, like so strong. But everything else that Glossier do, unless it's marked as like a flavor, like the balms, like they're meant to be flavored. But like anything else doesn't really have much of a scent. Like this one smells like nothing, the priming moisturizer. And this one, I think I read online, it does have lavender oil in it, so there's a little bit of a scent, but it's not much at all. It's barely noticeable, and once you put it into your skin, it just fades away. But this is a total hit for me. I've been loving it. I'd like to see how it goes long term, because I think with night creams and stuff like that, you really see the effects of it after a longer amount of time. Because obviously I am feeling super hydrated using this overnight, and I'm waking up in the morning still with super supple. I'm waking up in the morning still with super supple skin. Say that 10 times fast. Super supple skin. So yeah, I am really loving this one. Again, if you're a dry skin girl, just up. And lastly, the last skincare product I have is probably, I don't know if it's my favorite, because I love all of them all so much, but is definitely up there, the Moisturizing Moon Mask. So with my original Glossier package, I bought this and I literally tried it like twice, and my friend recently came from America. She lives in New York. She went to the showroom for me and picked up a few things, and I got her to get me a backup of this because it is incredible. It is so good. I can literally put this on my skin right after I've cleansed and everything, and it does say to leave it on for 20 minutes, but I can leave this on my skin for like an hour, and it will like completely sink into my skin and feel like it's faded away. But once I wash it off, I feel like I'm washing off like a milky, creamy, moisturizing layer off my skin, and my skin is like baby bum soft. It is life-changing, this. I don't know what's in it, but it's magic. If you have dry skin, if you are looking for a good moisturizing mask, give this a go. The problem I have with masks for dry skin is I feel like most of them just don't do much. Like, I've got so many masks that I put on, I take off, and I honestly don't feel like my skin feels any different to what it did when I put it on. Well, this one, I honestly feel so hydrated, and especially when I pair these two together, when I put this on after I put this on, it's a match made in heaven. Overall, as you can probably tell, I am on the Glossier train. I'm obsessed with them. Everything that I pretty much tried, rather than the cleanser, which I'm still on the fence about, is amazing. Their products are really reasonably priced. The only gripe that I have is the fact that they do not ship to 3/4 of the world. Well, 3/4, let's say like 2/3 of the world. Which is disappointing, because I mean, tiny brands are coming out, tiny brands are being created, and they have like free worldwide shipping. I mean, and Glossier don't even ship here at all. It's not something that they offer, which I don't know whether, I've talked about this before, but I don't know whether they're just trying to build up the hype so that when they do come here, that it is huge, it's a massive, successful launch, which I'm sure it would be either way, because their products are amazing. And going by any other brand that's ever opened up, and Australia is a huge market, and I feel like they need to realise that and start shipping here. And I have heard of rumours that they are coming here. They just recently started shipping to the UK only a few months ago, so I'm hoping that we are most certainly on their radar, and it's going to happen in the next 12 months or so, because when I go back to America next year, I don't know when I'm going to go back to America after that, because I'm going to be slowing down on travel a little bit after then. I'm going to be stocking up on everything. I'm going to be getting like 5 of everything that I love. So if they don't start shipping here after that, then I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to have to organise to get more stuff shipped here, because everything's just so amazing. So yeah, that is my review. It is a glowing review. I love Glossier. I can't wait to try even more of their skincare products, and I highly suggest you pick some stuff up if you do get the chance. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this encouraged you to try more things. So give this some thumbs up if you want to see more brand reviews, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!